In this problem, they give us a quadratic, and they tell us that it only has one solution. So we need to figure out what are the possible values of k. So first I need to bring the 6 over. So my equation is 5x squared plus kx plus 6 equals 0. Now since we have this k, factoring is not going to help us much. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the quadratic formula. So that says negative b, which is k. So negative k plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is this, k squared, minus 4a, which is 5, c, which is 6, all over 2a. Now quadratic equations always give us two answers. Why? Because we have this little plus or minus here. But it says that this has exactly one solution. So that means, how can we have one solution? Well, the only way we could have one solution is if this is equal to 0. Because adding 0 and subtracting 0 does nothing. So that means that this whole thing, k squared minus 4 times 5 times 6, let's calculate that number. 4 times 5 times 6, 120. There we go. 120, all of that equals 0. Well, if I take the square root of something and that gives me 0, well, that means that what was inside also had to be 0. All right, so if I want to get k by itself, I'm going to move the 120 over to the other side by adding it. And then I take the square root. Now, if k squared is 120, then this could be plus or minus square root of 120. Now, this is not simplified form according to the contest manual. We have to ask, can we take the square root of 120? No. Are there any numbers inside of 120 that we can take the square root of? And the answer is yes. We could take 120 and break it into 4 and 30, and we can take the square root of 4. So that means our answer is plus or minus 4 we can take the square root of, that's 2, but the 30 is left inside. So there is our answer, and we're done.